Liz, what's the difference between like a co-op and a condo? Pros and cons.
Well, that's kind of like a loaded question. But let me start with, there's an easier barrier into the market if you want to buy a co-op. Like, you don't have to pay as much. And it can be like the difference between a $1.5 million condo and or co-op and a $2.5 million condo.
Condos are more expensive?
Yes. Condos are more expensive because they don't have as many rules around what you can do with the property. A co-op is basically you're getting shares into a corporation that's owned by one owner that owns the entire building. So you're basically leasing the unit from someone, but you get the equity out of the shares. So when you go to sell, you actually do make the money off the equity that you've put in. As far as, like, let's say you have 115 shares to that building, you're going to get the equity that's built from the building's co-op after you go to sell. So it does work the same when it comes to like resale value. However, there's a lot that goes into it. But basically what it comes down to, the TLDR version, co-ops, they want a sense of community. So they don't want people living there that are gonna plan on investing and renting it out right away. They want to have someone who's like, I want to be a part of this community. I want to make friends in this building. I want to watch out for my neighbors. I want to make sure they have parking when we go outside. I want to see them in the morning walking their dogs. They want it like that, the coffee talk. The condos is the opposite. It's like, okay, yeah, I want to live here for a little bit, but I might probably keep it for an investment property and rent it out long term. For example, my studio, I never planned on staying there longer than a year and a half. It was my first entry point into New York City market. It's expensive and it's a lot more to get in. However, I didn't have to put as much down as you do for a co-op. You always have to put at least 20% down, sometimes 30, sometimes even 80%.
Damn.
And the maintenance fees are much, much higher on a co-op. So they're charging you for the amenities, they're charging you for the doorman, they're charging you for all of those things, which you can get in a condo as well. But for some reason, they don't get as high of a common charge. They're called maintenance fees if it's a co-op and common charges if it's a condo. That's the long and short of it. There's a lot more to it, but those are the things that stand out to me that are most important to at least investors, which is what I usually am working with.
Wow. And then, so location between, actually, hold on, let me